City Skylines Rural Life.
Greetings, Earthlings! Hello there, and welcome to a new series of City Skylines. In this series, I think we're going to go for a completely rural approach. Okay? Now, this suggestion was given to me by a Reddit user, Kane Reddit. And I live in Cornwall in England, and which is a pretty rural place. Lots of rolling hills, farmsteads, tiny villages dotted around, and some larger towns and places like that. Yep. So that's kind of what I want to go for in this series. So, okay, let's jump right in. Right, as usual. Yep. Let's get that first bit of road unlocked. So what I'm going to do first is just create this initial town. Now this is going to be the biggest town in the game. This is going to be more of a small city, small being the word, and like a central hub. And from this city is going to traverse across the countryside, small roads, winding into tiny villages, perhaps just one road going through, a few side roads, no more than 5 or 6 side roads, and predominantly houses, a couple of shops. Obviously the trick is to try and get the services in there. Now, I travel around a lot in Cornwall, and there are a lot of small villages that I drive through, and that is literally what it is. It's just a few houses, perhaps a shop, sometimes not even a shop, and obviously the services, police, fire, schools and stuff, people have to travel to those. So whether that'll work on this, I don't know. We'll see. It's kind of like an experiment, really. So yeah, let's just carry on with this. So this, yeah, like I said, this is going to be the central sort of hub. So I just want a basic layout just to get me started on this bit. So just to get the money rolling in. So obviously you can't build with no money, can you? I know. Right, let's just do something like this. And let's go for obviously in and out. Let's just do something like this. Because obviously if we get this first bit set up and get the money coming in, there's you know, you don't have the money to do what you want. You can't customize your map as you like if you're not getting the cash coming in. So let's just get ourselves a good ground in first with this smaller kind of city. See, I just jumped straight in with a bridge over 2 highway entrances. Now, what would happen? This just doesn't happen in England very often. Usually in England, if you're coming off the highway or the motorway, say, or even like a dual carriageway, you get like a slip road going off, usually going up or down, and then you get a roundabout at the end, and then you have obviously your exits off the roundabout going to wherever you want to go, and then the roundabout usually goes underneath the motorway, and then you've got another roundabout, or it's one big roundabout underneath the motorway. So let's do something like that. Obviously we're limited for funds, but I think we should try and do something like that, you know. Right, so let's just take a midpoint here, which is there. Let's do a motorway, a roundabout. As just a starting off point. I mean, I think what I'm going to do is get this town going, get the money coming in, and then completely demolish this town. this initial one. Yeah, just so you know, you can customize it, getting how you want it to look. So I'm gonna get rid of this because you don't have this in England really very often. Alright, and then so obviously if this was a main highway coming through, these would be the slip roads. I'd carry on the highway over the roundabout and have these slip roads coming off. I don't really want to raise this road up because it's just going to cost a lot of money at the moment, at the beginning, so it's not economically viable. Right, let's just sort this out a minute. Get these going the right way. I think I did one way, so okay. Let's get all this going one way. So it might look kind of like Northwest America, you know, whatever look to begin with, but it's not going to end up like that. Well, who knows? It might completely change. I might go, oh no, this is too hard, I can't do it, and have to not. But we're going to try. We're going to try and make it really good. We're going to try and sort this one out. Right, so let's just have a few. Actually, let's have a bit of a one-way system here. So it's coming in. Let's just sort this out like this. No, that wasn't. That's not right. So that's got going like that, isn't it? Yeah. What am I doing? Right, let's just sort that out in a sec. Yeah, generally in England as well, we don't really build on the grid system. With an exception, I think Milton Keynes is. But no, it's not like that, you know. I mean, England's where the history is. You know what I mean? Yeah, let's just do that. So yes, we've got our incoming, outgoing, blah blah blah, blah blah, and yeah, something like that. Just gives us enough stoning squares just to get started. Like I said, this is probably going to be all demolished, potentially. Let's get a bit of industrial section going. You know what? I might make this the industrial area here, just because we've got a lot of fertile ground just running along the centre here. This is the first time I've used this map actually. This is Foggy Hills. Foggy Hills. So let's I think we're going to build our little town up here. Yeah, why not? That would be nice. Obviously, I'm keeping an eye on the money situation. Yeah, I think just one more like this, I think. And yeah, that's good. Right, so we've got about 40 grand. Actually, I need an exit to here. Let's do this, something like this. Try and make it look half decent there, eh? Right, that's alright, just to start off with, eh? Right, so let's get our water in. Stick that. Actually, no, I will keep this as industrial, residential. Just because of the noise that's given off, I don't want to. People complaining in the first 5 minutes. You know what I mean? It's a bit of a ball ache. Right, let's. Let's get some water coming through here. Like so. And the other way. I have to get these kind of neat, and it might all go to pot after a while, but you know, start as you mean to go on, sort of thing, you know. So there's that, and I'm going to stick 2 of these bad boys down. Well, actually, I'm going to put 3 down, bollocks. There. Get some power lines down. Right, so. There. There. And let's get some zoning in, shall we? Let's stick some in there. Some there, right there. There we go. Get some of that going on. Look. There we go. Look. Lovely. Right. Let's a bank of shops there. And let's get that. That's alright. That's alright. Yeah, that's alright. Yes. Let's get all the houses in there. Lovely. Right. There's my power line. I just run one along the back wall there, right. A bit in the middle. There. And a bit of commercial. Across there, like so. Oopsie. Oh, I'm making a right old dog's dinner of this, look. There. Right, I think we're good to go. Free speed. Warp speed, let's go. So, as far as direction's going to go, I don't know what to do really. I mean, this starting tile would be really good for. It would look really good. Perhaps having the highway going through. Not even that, perhaps. You know, just. I mean, that's good as a main highway as it is, and I think we'll keep that. We'll keep that. And we're not going to have any other Highway 23. I might demolish that central one coming through eventually, and just have a long sweeping single track road coming through, hugging the bottom of these little hills, coming through, and having perhaps a village on the hill maybe. It's such a shame you can't build like castles and stuff. Maybe you can on PC. I know you've got assets creators, things like that, but obviously console edition you don't have any of that. It'd be really nice to get an old sort of tumble down castle or fort like Corfe Castle or something like that, just on the top of the hill there, winding path coming down into the village below. Yes, and the village has been there for like hundreds of years, you know what I mean? It's always supplied that castle. Now it's in ruins. It's just, you know, it lives on tourism. Yeah, so that's basically the idea. Nice, long, sweeping single-track roads, offshoots going to farmsteads, small villages, small towns, one kind of medium-sized city just for a central sort of hub. Who knows? We shall see how it evolves, really, I guess. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get to the first milestone, and I'm going to end the video there. Just to keep it nice and short. I want to kind of keep this series nice, short, you know, for ease of watching kind of videos. There he is. First people coming in. I suppose these cars look kind of British as well. Obviously I've gone for a European style theme for this. Yes, I think I did. And houses in England do not really look like this very often. You know, unless you've got a lot of money. Oh well, let's see how we get on. Can I zone any more off here? I suppose I could do a bit in here, couldn't I? I don't really like zoning on roundabouts. Again, in the UK, the smaller mini roundabouts you have, you know, inside little towns and places like that, they do have, you know, houses or commercial around it. But the larger roundabouts coming off the highways, motorways and stuff like that, they generally don't. They generally don't. So that's not really going to factor in. In fact, you know, the large roundabouts coming off the motorways and stuff like that, you don't. Yeah, it's quite a distance from those before you get any sort of premises popping up. You know what I mean? So I think we're going to go with that kind of idea as well. Okay, so I just hit the positives. What's my milestone here? Oh, pretty close, pretty close. So yeah, this is coming on quite nice at the moment. I'm liking it. This is not a representation of what the ultimate goal is. And this is right, stop there a sec. This here is probably as big as the village is going to get in a rare occasion. I think a lot smaller than this. Maybe this section here on the side. That's probably it. That's a nice little village size, that. And I think they just look really nice. These long sweeping roads, tree-lined, farms on either side, and then suddenly you come into this small, tiny hamlet, and then off you go again on the road. It's the next one. Yeah, it's gonna look amazing. Right, guys, thanks so much for watching. I'm gonna leave it there. Next video. I think what we're going to do is we're trying to get some money in. Probably going to have to grow this quite a bit, unfortunately. I don't want to. I don't want a big city just yet. So I want a big central hub, but I don't want it too big. But we need the money. So yes, so that's next episode. Thanks so much for watching. Please you leave your comments, subscribe. I'm really trying to get this channel off the ground, so a subscribe would be really good. Any comments are greatly welcomed. So yeah, thank you very much. Ciao!